Hi everyone, let's talk books. And today I want to talk to you about TBRs because when I started booktube, which was not that long ago, I love watching TBRs and I started filming them, and what I soon realized was that they actually don't work for me. I used to not have the vocabulary for this, but I'm a mood reader. I kind of like to just pick up whatever I'm in the mood for, and so sticking to a TBR is not that easy for me. And so I would film like TBR videos, and I was quickly realizing that I wasn't sticking to them and that I was setting goals that were a bit unrealistic. And so I've been avoiding them for a while, other than for like readathons, which I think they can be really useful in that setting. But here I am filming a TBR for August because I need to be a little bit more focused with my reading in August. This month I go back to teaching. I'm a professor, and so once the semester starts in the fall, like things just get a little bit more hectic and I have less time to read for fun. So half the month though is still open. I'm still free, and there are a few things that I really want to get to before classes start and everything, all my plans for reading fiction go out the window. So I want to share those with you. So the first three books that I have are kind of spillover from Smutathon, because I didn't finish my TBR for Smutathon, and these are still books that I really want to get to. So the first is Acting on Impulse by Mia Sosa, and this is a kind of, what is it, like fake relationship, and it's also I'm gonna end up falling in love, and I've heard really good things about this book, so I really want to get to it. Another spillover from Smutathon is Hate to Want You by Alisha Ray. So this is the first in the Forbidden Hearts series, and I need to just get to it because I've been meaning to read something by Alisha Ray because I've heard really good things about her writing and about this series, and I just need to start it. So there we go. And last from the Smutathon spillover is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, and this just looks so cute. It's this couple that meets at a wedding or right before a wedding, and they decide that they're going to be in a fake relationship for the wedding, but then they realize they have good chemistry, etc., etc. It's an interracial relationship, which really interests me, and I need to read this book. And usually romance novels are really quick reads for me, so I just need to make the time for them. And I think part of the problem recently has been that I haven't been in the mood, but I want to get to these before my time is taken up by teaching. Okay, another book that this one I for sure will be reading in August because it is the pick for my book club that I run in my local area. We pick Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste. And this is a story about adoption. This white family adopts a Chinese baby. I think, is it a Chinese or a nation baby? I know for sure, Chinese American baby. And there are some custody issues, there are some neighborhood issues. It looked really interesting, and it's what most of the people in my book club voted for. So I will be reading that in the next couple of weeks. Another book club that I'm taking part of is an online book club that is being run by Lit Noob on Instagram. That is where I have met her. Diverse Lit with Jess. That's what it's called. And so I will link her account on Instagram down below, and the hashtag that we'll be using. So the hashtag is going to be Diverse Lit with Jess. And so this came about out of kind of a bunch of people kind of connecting online about the state of current affairs and wanting to process everything that's happening in current politics through reading. And so I think reading diverse books, it's a really good way to do that for some of us. And so she picked Zoboi American Street as the first book. It's a National Book Award finalist, and it is about a Haitian immigrant or family that comes to the U.S. and then the parents get detained. And so the story follows their daughter as she tries to, adjust to the U.S. and it looks like it takes place in Detroit. And it sounds really amazing, actually. It's not a book that I had heard about before, but I'm really excited to get to this in August. All right, last book that I want to read in August is Sweet Française by Irèrene Némirovsky. So this is a book that when it first came out was a little bit controversial, and a lot of that was because of the French history that it deals with. It's set in World War II occupied France, and it presents a story of French people that aren't necessarily joining the resistance fighting the Nazi. It kind of deals more with the themes of collaboration and responsibility. And I haven't read it yet, but this is one of my favorite historical topics. It's something I teach in my history classes, and so I feel like it is a huge oversight that I have not yet read it. And this has been on my shelves for years and years, and I just had not had the time to read it. But I want to get to it before my classes start, so that maybe I can incorporate it in some way into my classes, or at least either recommend it or not to students. So this will be part of my reading the French classics. I know while it is a more recent publication, it is still considered a classic, at least in my book. I'm a French historian. I get to call it a classic if I want. All right, so that is 6 books. I hope I can read more than this, especially because I'm really counting on the romance novels being quick reads. There is another book that I have on my overdrive that I want to get to, especially before I have to return it. So that is And I Darken by Kristen White. So I don't know a lot about this series other than it seems like a lot of people really like it. It's a fantasy series, and I'm kind of in the mood for some fantasy. So I plan on reading that one in August as well. And I'm currently reading Albert Camus's The Plague. So it's another book that I am reading in August, and I'm like a day or two away from finishing it. So I wanted to let you know about that as well. So these are the books that I really want to focus on for August. I'm hoping, like I said, I get to other books as well. But if not, I think this is a kind of manageable TBR for me. So wish me luck in sticking to it. We'll see how I do. So I'll update you at the end of the month when I do a wrap up. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.